I am Turbo, and this is Turbo Stacking, where we stack with purpose. Let's roll. Welcome to the weekly breakdown on Turbo Stacking. I'm Turbo. We've got about 20 minutes of market data, inventory audits, and strategic insights ahead. We stack with purpose, we plan with precision, but we always build on the true foundation. Let's get into this week's segments. The number this week is 3. 3 simultaneous ratio signals, 2 in active platinum buy zones, GSR at the gold buy zone threshold. That is the tightest convergence this system has posted in 3 weeks. 3 weeks in, every signal on the board is live at the same time. This week, we do nothing, and I'm going to show you exactly why that is the right move. Here's where the market closed this week. Gold, $45.45, up $50 from last week. Silver, $75.75 flat. Platinum, $19.25, up $5. And here's your macro catalyst, the single event driving this week's backdrop. U.S. forces struck Iranian drone infrastructure this week. The textbook safe haven trade says geopolitical tension sends gold up. And this week, that's exactly what happened. But here's the thing about this particular week. What actually happened? Gold added $50, silver held flat, platinum ticked up $5. The market absorbed a geopolitical shock and precious metals responded with strength, not panic, not noise. That's what an asset class with sustained institutional demand underneath it looks like. Here's the context that reframes everything. Silver is still up significantly year to date. Gold is holding above $45.40, and a $50 weekly gain inside a generational bull market is not a signal to chase. It's a confirmation that the underlying bid is real. And here's the institutional layer most stackers aren't watching. Central banks bought an estimated 230 metric tons of gold in the fourth quarter of 2025 alone. 1 quarter. At current prices, that's approximately $33 billion in a single quarter of physical gold accumulation. And UBS issued a year-end 2026 gold price target of $5,500 per troy ounce. That's a 21% move from where we stand today. When central banks are buying physical at that pace and the largest banks are pricing in a $5,500 handle a week where gold adds $50 on a geopolitical headline is not a repositioning signal. It's the underlying bid showing itself. What it is an opportunity to read the ratios clearly while momentum is running. And this week, the ratio board gave us a very specific read. Let's run all 3. Let's run the system. Ratio 1, GSR 60.13. Color zone is neutral. We've ticked just above the 60 threshold from last week's 59.60. Gold outpaced silver this week, moving the ratio from gold buy zone into the fair value boundary. What this tells you, gold and silver are approaching fair relative value at this ratio. The system is watching for any retreat back below 60 as the re-entry point for gold accumulation. The system read on the GSR is fair value at the threshold. Monitor for re-entry below 60. Ratio 2, platinum to gold, is 0.42. That's a medium platinum color, and that's a buy platinum sign, down from 0.43 last week. This ratio has been in buy platinum territory for multiple consecutive weeks, and it is slowly, consistently compressing toward the strong buy floor at 0.40. We are 5% above that threshold. On a $1,925 platinum coin, that 5% gap represents approximately $96 in potential entry improvement if the ratio reaches 0.40 before we execute. Here's what I watch when a ratio stays in a buy zone without bouncing. It's either coiling for a move deeper into buy territory, or it's finding a new fair value floor at this level. The weekly movement from 0.43 to 0.42 tells me this is still moving in the right direction. The system read on platinum to gold is platinum positioned. Watch for 0.40. 5% compression remaining. Ratio 3, PSR 25.43. Zone is the color zone is medium platinum, and that's a buy platinum. Here's what I tell you to focus on with the PSR this week. The strong buy threshold is 25. We are 0.43 points or 1.7% from triggering a platinum strong buy signal on this ratio alone. That is the tightest reading the PSR has posted in this series. 0.43 points. At current prices, that's roughly the equivalent of a $30 platinum decline separating us from the strong buy floor. Combine that with the platinum to gold at 0.42, 5% from its own strong buy floor, and you have a two-vector platinum setup converging from both directions simultaneously. Overall system read this week, GSR is neutral. At the buy zone threshold, monitor for re-entry below 60. The platinum to gold is color platinum, 5% from strong buy. PSR, the platinum to silver ratio is also platinum color and 1.7% from strong buy. This is the tightest convergence of the series. This is the dam nearly full. We know exactly what number opens the gate. Screenshot your ratio and drop it in the comments. Let's compare current readings and see where the community is tracking on the platinum approach. That is the 3 ratio read for week 3. Fear and greed index this week sits in neutral territory. Not fearful, not greedy, neutral. Here's why that matters for stacker strategy. When mainstream sentiment reads 61, neutral, during a week when U.S. forces are conducting strikes on Iranian infrastructure and gold just added $50, that tells you something specific. The herd isn't rotating into metals as the primary safe haven trade. They're chasing equities and treating gold's move as a geopolitical blip. They haven't repriced the platinum complex at all. And here's the contrarian read. If sentiment were at extreme greed, I'd be watching for a pullback. If it were at extreme fear, I'd be watching for capitulation. Neutral during active geopolitical tension and gold at all-time highs says the institutional allocation to precious metals is still in early innings. Central banks are buying 230 tons per quarter. UBS has posted a $5,500 price target, and retail sentiment is neutral at 61. That's not a warning sign. That's an invitation. For ratio stackers, neutral sentiment is the ideal operating environment. You're not competing against FOMO money. You're not fighting a crowded trade. You are positioning while the room is still half empty. System read on the Contrarian index. Constructive. Accumulate with intention while sentiment stays disengaged. This is the proof of concept segment. What did Turbo actually do this week? The answer this week is nothing. And I want to be very specific about why that is a system read, not an oversight. Here's my current ratio trading allocation. 146 ounces of silver, 4 ounces of gold, 9 ounces of platinum. That is the system's playground. That's what I manage against the ratios. 3 weeks into Turbo Stacking Weekly, and this is the first hold episode. I want to be transparent about what this looks like in my own stack because I've never asked you to do something I'm not personally doing. The PSR at 25.43 is 1.7% from triggering a strong buy signal. The platinum to gold at 0.42 is 5% from its own strong buy floor. 2 platinum signals converging, neither one fully triggered yet. Here's the math on patience. If I execute a silver to platinum swap at the current PSR of 25.43, I get the trade done. But I execute at a color of platinum, medium platinum, not dark platinum. I'm paying full buy zone price for a signal that hasn't fully opened. If I wait for the PSR to break 25, strong buy territory, I execute on the deepest signal in the zone. That is a trade I want to make. Not because I'm second guessing the direction. I'm not. But when the signal I've been tracking for 3 weeks is 1.7% away from its maximum reading, that is not the moment to jump early. That is the moment to hold the line. That's the math, not emotion. The move this week: hold current allocation. Track the PSR daily. If it breaks 25 before next Saturday's episode, I'll document the trade and we'll review it live on season 1, episode 4. System position: holding, watching 25 on the PSR. Wait, what? Here's the number that stopped me this week. South Africa produces approximately 72% of the world's annual platinum supply. 72%. Essentially, 3/4 of the world's primary platinum comes from one country, one geological formation, the Bushveld Igneous Complex. Here's why that matters in 2026. South African power grid instability, known as load shedding, directly impacts mining output. In 2023 and 2024, extended grid failures cut platinum mining throughput by an estimated 8 to 12% in affected quarters. Anglo American Platinum and Sibanye Stillwater have both flagged ongoing infrastructure risk as a primary operational variable for 2026. So here's the picture: 72% of global platinum supply, single nation concentration risk, infrastructure that is structurally challenged, and a ratio system showing both platinum readings converging toward strong buy territory simultaneously. That is not a coincidence of timing. That is supply side data confirming what the ratio math is already telling us. When a fundamental supply constraint and a systematic ratio signal are pointing in the same direction at the same time, that's when you pay attention. Wait, what? 72% from one country. One. And that country has a power problem. That is this week's Wait What. Here are the levels I'm watching going into next week. Gold, current, 45.45. Support, 44.20 to 44.50. The range gold needs to hold to maintain its bull structure above the April breakout level. If gold pulls to 44.20 and bounces, the bid is confirmed. Resistance, 45.60 to 4600. A close above 4600 opens the next leg toward 5500. Mylene, gold consolidates between 44.50 and 45.50. Quiet week while the market processes the geopolitical data. Silver, current, 75.75. Support, 73.50. A technical level. If silver drops to 73.50, the GSR moves to approximately 62. Watch that level. Resistance, 78.50. Mylene, silver stays range bound, 73.50 to 78.50. Platinum, current, $1,925. Support, 1880, the level that would push the PSR below 25 and trigger the strong buy signal. That is the number I want to see. Resistance, 1960. Mylene, platinum tests 1880 to 1900 support next week. If it breaks lower, PSR triggers. Let's run the audit. This is the ratio trading allocation, the portion of the stack I actively manage against the 3-ratio system. This is what moves. This is what gets swapped when the ratios trigger. Silver, 146 ounces. No changes from last week. No trim, no addition. Holding. Gold, 4 ounces. No change. The GSR at 60.13 is at the gold buy zone boundary, but I'm not executing a silver to gold swap right now because both platinum signals are within range of triggering simultaneously. When 2 platinum thresholds are this close, I'm not deploying capital in a different direction. That is the allocation discipline the system requires. Platinum, 9 ounces, no change. Positioned and waiting. Here's the math on the current allocation at this week's spot prices. 146 ounces of silver at $75.75 is $11,060. 4 ounces of gold at $45.45 is $18,180. 9 ounces of platinum at $19.25 is $17,325. Total ratio trading allocation at spot, $48,000. 3 weeks in, the system has executed one trade, the Season 1, Episode 1 silver to gold swap, and has held the platinum position through 3 consecutive weeks of buy zone confirmation. The allocation is positioned. The platinum signal is 1.7% from triggering. Audit complete. No changes this week. Position unchanged. One move explained with math. This week's strategic insight is about threshold discipline. When do you execute and when do you hold for a better entry? The PSR is at 25.43. The strong buy threshold is 25. I could execute a silver to platinum swap today. The math is favorable. Platinum is genuinely undervalued against silver at this ratio. But here's the framework I use when I'm this close to a threshold. I calculate the cost of patience versus the cost of imprecision. Cost of patience. If the PSR doesn't break 25 and instead reverses back above 26, I've waited and missed the entry at 25.43. What does this actually cost me? At current prices, a PSR moved back to 26 means silver has appreciated relative to platinum. I'd be executing a worse swap later. The opportunity cost is real, but it's recoverable because I'm still in the buy zone either way. Cost of imprecision. If I execute at 25.43 instead of waiting for 25, I'm accepting a 1.7% suboptimal entry on a position I intend to hold for 18 to 36 months. 10-ounce platinum position at $19.25, that 1.7% is approximately $327. $327 on a $19,250 platinum position held for 18 to 36 months. Now, compare that to the upside thesis. If platinum returns to platinum to gold parity of 1.0 from the current 0.42, a 10-ounce platinum position gains approximately $26,200 in gold equivalent value at current prices. You're risking $327 in entry precision for $26,200 in thesis upside. That's the math, not emotion. Hold at the threshold. Execute when the signal fully opens. Every extra week of patience at this stage costs nothing on the thesis and improves your entry on a decades-long position. If you found this useful, hit subscribe. This is what we do every Saturday. Data-driven, ratio-focused, no hype, just math. One thing to carry into the week. The PSR is 0.42 points from a strong buy signal, 1.7%. At current prices, that's a $30 platinum decline from an extreme platinum buy signal. 3 consecutive weeks of buy zone confirmation. Both platinum ratios compressing. The dam is nearly full. The move this week is not to buy. The move this week is to watch. Know your threshold. Set your price alert. When the PSR breaks 25, be ready to execute. Not in a panic, not in a rush. With a predetermined swap plan built while the market was calm. Not react, not guess, position. What's your one move this week? Drop it in the comments. Like this video if you're stacking, and share it with a stacker who needs to hear the math, not the hype. That's the count for this week. And as we navigate these markets, remember that while silver is our hedge against the world, Christ is the only anchor for the soul. Without him, I'm lost. Through him, I'm found. All the glory goes to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and may God bless you all. I'm Turbo. Keep stacking and stay faithful.